Thank you, New Axel. Just to be clear about the website situation, the website is not unsafe. The certificate has expired, so your browser's just warning you that the certificate has expired. But you can still continue. In fact, if you change the HTTPS to a HTTP, it probably works fine. It's just that the SSL cert has expired as of like 2 days ago. You think you should wait for the Steam sale or try your luck on Games Planet for £12? What, the game? This game? I don't know. To be honest, I can't remember what price it comes down to in the Steam sale. I mean, Games Planet usually have a sale as well at the same time as Steam, so if it's not on sale on either, I just wait. You're always going to get a sale at Christmas. I know, of course, it's like literally you can create a self-cert, an SSL certificate. You can self-certify for 90 days. So you create your own certificate, put it on the website, and then 90 days later it expires and you have to generate it all over again. It's a real pain. Or you pay hundreds of pounds to some company to generate one that lasts a year. It is so frustrating. Yeah, Captain Flint, my new website, we will have, because I'm with OVH for hosting, they give me a free a certificate that also renews every 30 days. So I'll be good. I'll sort that out. But I've got to move my domain over, point it to the new server and stuff, and then I'll be good. How do you like Squad? I enjoy Squad. I'll play it again this week, I think. You know, I want to get a lot better on it, though. Like, I've been watching some videos on it, and squad leading and the different stuff about the mechanics of the game and certain guns that will two-shot people, that kind of thing. Uh-oh. Rip. I kind of hope that gate would open. Never mind. And that's a solid wall. Didn't realise that was a Gandalf. Yeah, it's going to be a completely different website, oh, Philip. So all the forum will be completely gone. The forum is no use anymore. So the forum will be completely gone. You'll just have, like, information, though. I know Whiteland, but what can we do, mate? It's got to go. It's clunky, and it's not needed. Like, people, a forum is meant to be where people interacted. That's not how it works anymore. If you want interaction, join the Discord server. Well, the website is for information as well, Whiteland, and the website will have plenty of information. And you'll be able to edit it, Whiteland. Did I tell you that? I can make it so you can actually edit the information. So I'll create you an account, you'll be able to edit the information though, so it'll be up to date. So it'll function just like the forum that we use it as. You get HTML again. Well, it depends what... I'm trying to keep everything as off the shelf as we can, Whiteland, just to keep the maintenance down, right? The more custom you go, the more stuff that breaks and has to be fixed all the time. Who's making this website? Me and a couple of the mods. Ah, it's a scumbag location for a... Yeah, exactly, Donut. We don't need custom HTML left, right, and center. But it's my own server, and I host the whole thing myself on Linux. So I set the Linux server up, set all the website up. So I pay for a virtual server basically. And then the website sits on top along with other things. It's Ubuntu. Ubuntu's like, I know Ubuntu pretty well. Like, Fedora is the stuff I don't know very well. I know Debian and Ubuntu the best, so I stuck with that. I went with Ubuntu. Right, let's check the mapping. Right, so we're going to leave here. We're going to drive up the new road. There's a parking bay there, but there's no special icon. We can have a quick look at it, though. Just to see if it's out special. Trailer looks out of place in that area. What is it we've loaded? Dynamite. Well, it is an insulated trailer. I think what looks out of place is the dynamite. I think most people just download Ubuntu now. Yeah, Bad Habit Brigade, I don't think that really works too well, if I'm honest. It's close, but not really. Oh, great. The ice cream van strikes again. Do Mage, I've never been a full-time streamer. I class myself as a full-time content creator because I do streams on YouTube, so I don't really do full-time one of either. I kind of move my time between the two, if that makes sense. Which sounds like a crazy technicality, but it's just how it is. There's a Chevy. Big Chevy truck thing. I hate the way they do when they stop at stop signs. Like, they literally just hit the brake and do this weird jiggle. Wow. That wood-panelled estate car, I'm pretty certain that was in National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. The Griswolds, I'm sure he had one of them. It was definitely in one of the National Lampoons. They are decades old, aren't they? National Lampoons are amazing. To be fair, some of them are not. Like, the European one is very strange. Did you sell your Logitech G27? Nope. I retired it. I ain't selling that. That's a piece of history, that is. I do like the Christmas one. Even Mrs. Squirrel knows that I actually enjoy watching National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation at Christmas. It's just one of those movies I like watching at Christmas. If the final attack failed, we'll use the G27. I don't think I would, no. I think I'd probably just get another wheelbase. The Squirrel Museum, I have no idea. I think this is the new sectional road, isn't it? Yep. So we've not been up here yet. This guy's going to slow me down. Yep. North American. You're putting the 1-year-old down for a nap, the sounds of the truck engine are helping him sleep. Lol. If you ever want a kid to sleep, just put him in the back of a car and drive around for 20 minutes. I guarantee they'll flat out. Mr. Catweasel, thank you for 65. Hey, Nick. High Mountain Road. Yeah, we're still in Canada. Just keep the power down. When they grow up, they fall asleep at the wheel. Yeah, it does work though. It's something about the movement of a car. I guarantee it just makes kids fall asleep. It's so weird. The worst part is, let's say you're taking kids on a journey somewhere. Let's say you take them to their parents or something, and it's like a long ride, like a 2-hour ride. By the time you get there, you'll be tired from the driving, and they'll have slept, and they'll be wide awake and full of energy. So when you get there and you're all like, oh, I want to sit down, I'm so tired, they're like, hey, Dad, woohoo! At that point, you just hand them over to their parents, like, there you go, you have them. Right, taking a little detour here. Thanks, Steel. Actually, I don't think my kids ever once asked, are we nearly there yet? They might have done on the way to Cornwall, possibly. It was the questions we generally got were, I'm hungry, is there any food? And I need the toilet. They were the things that we got instead. Shadowlands and the new Warcraft extension comes out tomorrow, 11 PM. That's a random data release. Monday. Wow. Why does it release on a Monday at 11 o'clock at night? Oh my god, as if they've got electric charging points. Look at this. I don't think I've ever seen that in this game. Actual electric charging points. That is a sign of the times. Yeah, they should have put like a Tesla there charging up or something. I feel like that's going to go somewhere. Maybe that'll go through to there. We use kilometers, not disgusting miles. Somebody's triggered. Disgusting miles. Some people hate the metric system as well. Ooh, Imperial, we shall overthrow our Imperial overlords and go metric. It's literally about what you was brought up with and what you used to. That's all it is. When you was a kid, your family used to travel from Melbourne to Adelaide to visit the family for Christmas. After the 5 in the morning, arrived at 5 the next morning. And kids will be awake because we slept most of the way. I bet the parents love that. You don't get what's bad about units of measurement divided by 5 and 10. Well, mostly, again, they're not used to it. It's not about whether it divides down, it's about whether you conceptually understand it. If you're not brought up with it, you can't relate to it. So if you've been brought up on kilograms, right? By the time you're an adult, you'll have a good idea about whether something's heavy or not based on kilograms, because you'll understand it. You know what your weight is, etc. And then somebody turns around to you and says, that bag there weighs 57 pounds. You sit there and go, 57 pounds? What's that in kilograms? That's what happens. It's just a number, but it's whether the number conceptually makes sense to you. I mean, if you look at a pint of beer and a litre of beer, you know, in the bar, which would you rather have, a pint of beer or a litre of beer? Or would you rather have half a litre of beer? I'd say a pint of beer is quite a nice size. It's not too much, it's not too little. The real problem comes to, like, aviation, because when it comes to aviation, altitudes, like, feet just work better than meters. They just do. There's more resolution. So changing that to metric will be very interesting. And changing from knots doesn't make much sense either. So I doubt that I'll ever go metric. I doubt you'll ever see aircraft using kilometers per hour. Although when we get to space, we'll be using meters per second. Please pull over. Why is there like a weird icon on the map? Like a go... Oh, it's a brake test. No, hang on. What is this? Please stop to perform a brake check. Mr. Downwit, thank you very much for subbing. Welcome. If you have subbed today, feel free to use the brand new emotes and don't forget to join the Discord server, which is normally appears in your Discord list after about an hour. Yeah, I got the retarder. So, like, the Discord server is a good place to hang out with the nutters in between streams. We have chat rooms for all kinds of things, and you can ask questions, exchange ideas, pass information on. I know they do the racer. I know they do. But when it comes to navigation, nautical miles is going to be very hard to displace. Because it's not based around traveling through space, it's based around the circumference of the globe and angles. Yeah? That's where it all comes from. Are you a better streamer or YouTuber? Oh my god! Why did you stop there, bro? Come on! Why? If you were going right, keep going right. If you were going straight on, you should have stopped 10 meters later. I don't know if I can be the judge of that at all. That was a brake check. I already had a brake check about 2 miles back. Sorry, 2.2 kilometers. But, yeah, he brake checked me good and proper. Kamloops, 79 Ks. You see why public traffic is not in multiplayer? Nah, it's not in multiplayer, but for technical reasons. We've got loads of fuel. A quarter of a tank. Will you put a review of this on YouTube? I might do. It's kind of hard reviewing maps, in a way. Because they kind of take tons of effort to do properly, because you have to literally fly over to each city and each landmark and take loads of clips of it, and then you have to assemble all those clips and then talk about what's good about the different cities and blah blah blah, and then match the clips to what you're talking about. It's actually a lot of work. Had the Christmas tree up for a week and a half, dude. Not by choice. Sun Peaks Jasper. Check back from Tesco Express and they have their Christmas decorations up. Yeah. I mean, we are literally a week away from December, so... I mean, if supermarkets want to sell Christmas-related stuff, they kind of have to put Christmas trees up and lights and... You know what I mean? They have to make it look Christmassy. You got your Christmas tree up in the loft. I wish. Honestly, if it was left to me, it wouldn't even come down. I don't know. The girls love it. They just get the tree down. They love decorating it. It makes them happy. I just ignore it. Well, I mean, it's about... Christmas is about kids, I think, personally. It's all about the kids. Young kids. The happiness of Christmas really, I think, comes from seeing the kids opening presents. Like, the face just going, oh my god. That's where the happiness comes from. Especially when you get them something that they didn't know they were going to get and they really want. Where on earth? Oh, there it is. I couldn't even see it. Oh, we have a fake tree. We tried the real tree thing probably twice. And never went, like, we're just, nah. To be honest, I'm not really comfortable. I'm not like one of those massive environmentalists, but I'm just not really comfortable with the idea of lopping a growing tree down just to stick it in my living room for 2 weeks and then, you know, just throw it on a tip somewhere. I'm just not really into that. I'd rather just have a fake tree, have it up for a few weeks, stick it in the loft, use it again next year. It just seems like a better way of doing it. No, I don't agree with them. I think they're a bad way to go. Used to be chopped down. Yeah. You could just leave them and let them carry on growing. Why chop them down? What about all the machinery that you used to chop it down? All the fuel that you burn to power the machinery? Blah, 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 blah. I'm not an environmentalist. I just don't see the point in chopping a tree down just for a few weeks. If you're going to cut it up into logs afterwards and burn them to heat your home, fine, go for it. But just for something to decorate, I don't like it. Cam loops, right. Where do we need to go now? They chop them down anyway if you buy it or not. If nobody bought them, they'd probably just leave them alone. I think we need to go out of Penticton or any of these and then head across west is what we need to do. The cardboard cut out of a tree. Mm-hmm. Grow a Christmas tree in the front yard. You have one for years. Well, if you have a front yard that you can grow, I don't. What are we trying to get to? All these just go in the wrong direction. I could probably work. It's no good if you live in a flat, yep. Actually, you got to be careful with trees and houses as well. Like if you plant a tree within a few meters of your home, and then it starts to grow beyond a certain size, you have to declare it on the insurance. Because it can actually start to cause changes in the water table underneath your house and then cause subsidence or cracking in the wall. Few mods I recommend. Jazzycat mods are the obvious one. Jazzycat mods, Hamill's Route Advisor. Have a look at my mod sheet. Let's go. That. Let's have a look at the route. Actually, we don't get the route, so we get the trailer. Flipping heck, I can't see a thing. There's an axle steering on the back of the trailer. It's kind of throwing me slightly because it keeps turning sharper than a normal trailer would. It's like, not that much. Mr. Heapstar, 17 months. A Promods said when it's released yet. Nope. A few weeks probably. There's no definite release date yet. Right, we are going to head and we're going to pay a visit to that thing. Oh God, what is this thing doing? Why is it? Are you serious? You can only reach that from this side of the road? So to get here, you have to go all the way along here to Hope, loop back. Oh my life. That's insane. Let's go that way for the lols. Maybe a navigation bug. Maybe. I reckon they have put a rest stop from one direction, but we'll see. It certainly looks to me like it only comes in from one direction. But I actually thought it'd be northbound, not southbound. Right, let's get some fuel on the way. Is ATS Promods work in progress? Yep. Last time I was here, I got hit by an ice cream truck. Sounds like a jackhammer. That is a very dangerous place to pull out of. Right. Slow it down. Nice checkered shirt, mate. There's nothing wrong with ice cream, it's the vans that you have to watch out for. Yep. Do you watch I'm a Celebrity? Nope. Mrs. Squirrel and my eldest daughter love it. I'll catch it. If I happen to walk in and they're watching it, I'll sit and watch an episode and whatever, but I don't follow it. I was doing 33 in a 37 zone. And the guy came round the corner and just insta-clocked me. Like, really? Really, bro? That was the most ridiculous circumstance. Like, a cop car that came round the corner and saw my truck wouldn't even have time to look at my speed. I have it locked at 60 FPS, which it usually holds at 60, apart from some areas it seems to get under. I don't think it's a particularly well optimized engine. Have you noticed that Colorado has some spots that spike the CPU? I'll be honest, there are some maps that always do that anyway. It just depends how well it was optimized. Or it could be like a bug there. Oh god. Taking a detour. Taking a detour up here. Coastline Mountain, Gravel Town. Bravo Throttle review. I've not really used it enough to do a review on yet. Do you know what? I forgot to get fuel. Mr. Yui Harasawa? Do you watch anime? No. Thank you for 11 months. No, I don't watch any anime. This is a really bumpy road. Yeah, it's just like a little detour off the main road. Is Canada real? I believe so. Ask any Canadian. The reason Japanese send the weird anime to the US is because Americans watch it, Japanese not so much. Really? Is that true? What does the flashing mean? I have no idea. Have an overhead cam view. Probably see a bit more. It's got extra bits and pieces like throttle quadrant down here, which will soon be removed when I put the Bravo on there. All this is going to move around a bit. Well, the flight stick stuff is anyway. Going to work out what I'm doing over here in the stream decks and things. Ooh, look at that mountain. It's a bit loud with the window open. It's a little bit too throaty. Yeah, Reaper. The flight sticks will be great for Star Citizen in about 15 years' time when it releases. Hopefully I'll still have them by then. Or you could use them for Elite Dangerous for free on the Epic Game Store this week. Or maybe on the Epic Game Store next week for free is Mud Runner. Shameless plug. Dude. It's an anti-plug. Food Rome, thank you for 55 months, sir. Trucks over 5,500 kilograms, check brakes. You have discovered a new viewpoint. Brake check, Hope Slide. I like the name of that. So that Steam is trying to get £5 for Elite Dangerous whilst Epic is offering it for free. Yeah, but You know, some people will never use Epic Launcher just because it's Epic. Some people won't use Steam. Some people will only use GOG. Oh, this is pretty. This is pretty. I know, I haven't forgotten about fuel. I just need to find a fuel station. That's the problem. You can't not pay Epic that much. I've seen a big library of games, all of which I got for free. How many do you think you'll play? I mean, I think Vrome's claimed like 70 plus games and not installed a single one. So what did you actually materially get if you did that? If you don't play the game, you don't get any entertainment or fun or pleasure out of it. You just literally got a tool that says you can play this if you want to. What do you actually get? FL guy, you're from Canada. Nice. Thank you for 21 months. Uh-oh. I thought I'd do that just in case it fined me if I didn't. No, Rocket League, man. The worst thing that Psyonix ever did was sell their game to Epic and put it on the launcher. That just completely killed that game. Hey Bash, I sound like your English teacher from the UK. Nice. Have you done your homework yet, Bash? Don't forget that assessment. Yeah, the brake check stations are definitely a new thing. You know, when I left uni, Mr. Swez, like, I was done with uni. I left it because I was just like, I'm done with education now. I want out. And they wanted me to stay on and do my PhD, but I like hit the point where I was like, I don't want to be in the education system anymore. I am fed up doing like research and writing assessments out and learning stuff and doing exams. Like, I'm just done. I want to go and do real stuff now. So I left uni and never looked back, and so glad I don't have to do those things anymore. Oh, what's wrong with the navigation? Oh god, what's it doing? We can probably make it to Abbotsford and get fuel, or we can go, let's go into Hope and get some. It's an excuse to pop into Hope. You like the student union life, but prefer good paying work hours. Yeah. You know, when you're a student, you've just got no money all the time. There's only so many years you can do that for. Before you just get to this point where you're like, you know what? I think I'm just going to go and earn some money. Oh my god. How did I get in here? Do you know what? I thought maybe in Hope they would have done like a little Easter egg for Rambo. Like maybe you know the cop station he has the big shootout from, where the police captain gets on top of the cop station in Rambo. I kind of thought maybe they'd have stuck that building in somewhere. There's a little tip of the hat to Rambo. But I can't see it. Let's have a look around. No, I don't think they have. Did a computer science degree also, you wouldn't go to uni again. Nah. There was people there who stayed on to become lecturers and stuff and writing books and that kind of thing, and I could see that, you know, I could have doing a PhD. I did think about it, thinking, oh, I could do a PhD, become a doctor, whatever, but it was the lifestyle and the money at the time. It was just a case of, I can't be bothered with this. This isn't for me. That lifestyle is not for me. Staying within the academic circles is not for me. Yeah, I would have been Dr. Squirrel at that point. No, I'm not, Android. In real life, I do this, Android. Nope, Mr. Swedes, I'm using a 2080 Ti. You're Dr. Lava Tube. Do you regret staying on? Was it a good idea? Did it benefit you? Wish you'd have bugged out now? Is it going to do a Masters and PhD? Well, Masters is like... A Masters is not a great deal more to do. I don't really think a Masters gives you that much benefit for what you have to do. There was a whole bunch of... When I was at uni, there was a whole bunch of foreign students doing Masters degrees. And I'm not joking. Half of them couldn't even tie their shoelaces together. They were constantly asking me stuff. It's like, are you doing a Masters? What's going on? Mr. Swears, thank you for 2 months. Squirrel247, thanks for the amazing content. Thanks for 15, sir. PhD in computer science opened up certain doors and research I needed for my career path, but it wasn't strictly necessary. I guess. It gives you more options. I couldn't really see what a Masters would give me, Emboldy, if I'm honest. It just felt like a Masters was just 1 or 2 more years of what I've been doing whilst trying to drag out some finance situation, you know, which was obviously going south at that point. I don't know, I've never once down in London interviewed for any single job that had any preference for master's degrees at all. So maybe it makes more sense if you go into research, possibly. It's a tricky one, Overflow. I learnt a lot on my degree, but like you say, equally, there are plenty of people who got a degree who just don't know what they're doing. So it's a bit weird. It's almost like they wrote a check and bought one. It feels like that. Program for almost 40 years, maybe had 5%. I mean, I don't agree with that. I learned a lot at uni about coding and stuff. I also learned what I liked and what I didn't like, because there's many different fields in computer science that you can go into, many different specializations, and you have to have a decent sampling of each one to kind of figure out what you like and what you want to go and do and what you don't want to do. So that was useful as well. I don't know about that, McMaster. There's plenty of companies that you could just go to that don't care. Yummy restaurants. All the food there is really nice. Try a yummy restaurant today. Hey, Logie. Oh, I'm not leaving it like that. I don't care if it's happy with it. I'm not leaving it like that. You watched Yachts scored for since before Yachts. Blimey. What do you remember back then, Logie? What's different? That's better. Personal pride, though. Parking all wonky and being accepted. Just a lot of Sunday night trekking with Squirrel is nuts. What, before Yacht? Before Yacht slipper cam. I never understood the obsession with slipper cam. keep saying this. I think you guys got a foot fetish. I could easily do a slipper cam. The problem is, first of all, I'd need another camera, which is expensive, and then a light back there, which is doable, and then a feed into the camera, and then. But the problem is, like, where do I put it on the screen? That would be the big problem. Where do you put it on the screen? You hate feet. How do you walk round, Red Devil? Replace the gameplay? Yeah, that's a good idea. Never thought of that. A small square next to the ROG logo. What, like a really small, not even worth bothering spending £500 on camera equipment to do kind of image? Maybe just get the image on the left, just keep switching between foot and overhead. Feet are deformed hands, but smelly and disgusting. Deformed hands? I love it. I love walking on my deformed hands. They're great. Setup was a lot more basic back then. I think even the steering wheel was shifted thing, the panels and the ones left. Yeah, I used to have it. It was all clamped to the desk back then. I think we've pretty much been everywhere now, apart from this loop here. We've done most of it. What if a donation triggered the slipper cam for a minute? Oh my god. Giddy. What, so you have like a hidden foot cam? Oh, and then when somebody donates, it triggers it on for like a minute and then gets rid of it. And people just keep donating every minute. Like, keep it going, guys. Keep it going. Mate, no, what would happen is, Hawk, people would use it for like a day and then get bored of it. That's what would happen. We need to do this loop somehow. I wonder what the maybe if you start in Surrey, you know, hang on. You go, kind of want to go Vancouver to Hope, or Hope to Vancouver, and then just go the long way, I guess. Go like the stupid way. Or even here to Vancouver would work. It'd be a squeeze duffer, and don't forget the it would get hidden every time a donation type thing comes in. What did it look like crossing the border? It had this like big checkpoint thing. You could see it earlier in the stream. I went there quite early. Today's stream. I think we'll get rid of the trailer. The loafer cam. I actually haven't got loafers anymore. I've just got normal slippers. Those loafers were really bad. That's all I got now. Where's the camera go? Marks and Spencer slippers. Not joking. They're the best. The best in the business. Those loafers just split. They split where it joins to the heel section. They just cracked there. The stitching just opened up, and then water just came in. You saw a streamer use a phone as a webcam. Yeah, you can do that. There's many ways. Abbotsford to Vancouver is what we want, really. Or Vancouver back. metal. Blimey. Scrap metal to Colorado. That's insane. Look at that. Where does that come from? Sorry. Trying to find something different. Whoa. Look at that monster. All the way down to Oregon with a heavy 40-ton heavy bulldozer. Blimey. How twisty that road is. That would be a challenge, particularly in that truck. I don't even know if it could hold 40 tons. You love the really long drives. It's just not like... I'm just going to skip another day. There's nothing here. Abbotsford, Hope. That's a contender, possibly. We'll do that. We'll do that one. Oh wow, it actually starts right next to the little viewing platform thing. You know, Kingy Viking, you know I always cheat, mate. You know it. I'm the biggest cheater in sim trucking there is. Freight market. Scrub that. There we go. You don't cheat, Jeff moved it for you. Jeff's a cheater then, right? So I could just plead ignorance and blame Jeff for everything. I like it. Let's have a look at the road. So if we go the long way, so if we go that way and then that way, which is going to put us extremely late, but we'll get to see the full length of this road here as we go in and out of the States and arrive far too late to get paid, but it'll be a fun drive. What engine's on the Western Star? I can't remember. 1 second. Let's see. 505 horsepower. With an Eaton Fuller 13 speed is what I've got in. Could do with a cheeky repair, to be honest. Oh my god, it's not even a steering axle. Oh. Mr. KHD, thank you for 78 months. That is a long time. Found the Western Star to be a bit underwhelming. Yeah, it has some nice features, but it has some not so nice features. Like, in terms of configuration, there's just hardly anything there. Engine sounds pretty okay. I like the mirror setup. I like the dash. Like I said, the config is the worst. It puts power down in an okay fashion in manual. But again, it's not the best. It's like decent, but not the best at everything. Put it in automatic. It's just easy mode, it's too boring. You just put your foot down and steer. It just doesn't feel right to me. I'd rather be using manual because you got to work harder. I mean, let's face it, if you put it in auto and just go cruise control, you might as well be in a train. In ATS, I like the Kenwoods. See, Trusty, good evening. You like auto? Well, I mean, I like auto in my car. But when I'm playing the sim game, I just like manual fun. That's some weird audio. That doesn't seem right to me. Well, most trucks are automatic because it's like they save more fuel. It's less taxing on the driver and they save more fuel than the average driver does. But a good manual driver can save more fuel again. Is Canada going to be added to what, Trissos? Well, the thing is, Warcraft is like, I've been in plenty of tunnels in my life, and they don't sound like that. They just don't. And the engine audio is reflecting off the walls, but they just don't sound like that. There's something very strange about that audio. AN4211, thank you for gifting a sub. Second. To Adrade. 40BC, 13 months. And Trusarium, 73, thank you. Manual gearbox in your car. Well, I have automatic, but it has... You can put it into manual and paddle shift, so... I guess it's an automatic clutch. I'm not sure, Warcraft, because I don't know how they set up the audio with the... is it Fmod? Like, they record the audio and then they tell the Fmod engine about the environment that it's in, and then it applies the effects to it to create the sound. If they've not applied the effects correctly, it will sound wrong, I would have thought. So it's not like they recorded the sound in a tunnel. They recorded the sound and then they told the engine, this is a tunnel, this is what it's like. Here's the reverb, here's the reflection, here's blah 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 blah. This is how far away it is. And then it generates the audio effect, is how I understand it works. So they could have just got that wrong, basically. Or it needs a bit of tuning or something. You want ray trace sound? Well, you'll get it. Pretty certain Nvidia is sticking it into their graphics cards. So, if the limit is 62, is that miles per hour? Why are we doing 30 down here? Why are we driving so slowly? No, Beach Whistle. This is the first Promod map for ATS. Congestion. Look 4 cars in front of you. What do you see? Get wrecked, son. Get wrecked. Ha ha ha. In case you didn't know, car chase is an American pastime like football. Everyone tunes it. They probably put ads all over it as well, just when they're about to get arrested, like they play like a bunch of Miller Lite ads. We'll be back right after this commercial. Well, people are probably hoping like the car chase will end in a big shootout or something. It's like GTA, IRL. Yeah, or a big crash. You never know if it's live. That motorbike sounds rough. Really? I've not seen a CRT for I don't know how many years. Everybody's got a flat screen now. Yes, see, Trusty, there is a clutch down here. You have a CRT for your older consoles. Well, I can understand that.